to the RunnerX podcast, where we talk about all things running. As many runners know, it's 90% mental. So join Coach Valerie and Coach Caroline as we go through the mental side of running. Welcome back to Tough Love Tuesdays. I'm your host, Coach Caroline, and today I'm going to get a little rough with you. I'm going to ask you, are you just interested or are you committed? And I like to joke that the chicken is interested and the pig is committed. You get it? So the egg and the bacon. I have to share a joke. I guess it's not that funny. My point is that maybe you're interested in running and you think it would be fun and you think it would be great to learn to run pain-free, but you're just not sure if you're committed yet. Now, what does committed mean? Committed is you're all in. It means you're going to do whatever it takes to get yourself to the point where you're running pain-free. Now, notice I didn't say committed means you're going to do something every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You are never going to stop. You're always, always all in. That's not necessarily what committed means. And I also didn't say there's anything wrong if you're just interested. I'm interested in running a 5K. I'm interested in maybe one day doing a triathlon. That is totally okay. You can come into the RunnerX membership and just be interested in learning more about running. Be interested in getting in better shape, or interested in maybe one day, possibly, if the moon's aligned, doing a half marathon. Okay? You don't have to come into the membership fully committed. And if you do come in committed, we don't necessarily need you to come in and be like, I am all in. I'm going to check in every day. I'm going to be on every Zoom. I'm going to do everything you say, and I'm going to follow the plan without question. Okay? What I want you to realize is that being interested and being committed are where you are right now, and it can change and evolve with your life. So maybe today you're just interested in maybe running a 5K this spring. You've seen it done before. Maybe you did it a few years ago. You wanted to do it again. So you go ahead and you start following us. Maybe you go ahead and you sign up for the membership and you start getting into the lives and you get the plan and you go, whoa, you mean I got to do this every day? No. Do what you can when you can. Work within your level of interest and commitment, and then set aside what you need to do. So commitment might be, I'm going to focus on my running 3 days a week. That's all I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to be committed to. And maybe 1 week you get it done, and that's great. And you do it again the next week. And then the third week comes and you have a really bad night. Your kid keeps you up, or your dog is sick, and you don't make the 3 workouts. You only do 2. Okay, great. Next week you do 3 again. My point is, even when you're committed to something, we don't want you beating yourself up. We don't want you being like, oh, the plan said I have to run 10 minutes and I only ran 8. Or the plan said I have to run 10 to 15 minutes and I didn't run 15 minutes, I only ran 13. We are so hard on ourselves, and it doesn't keep you motivated. It doesn't keep you going. Beating yourself up will not make you progress any faster or any easier or basically any better than anyone else. And the way I would say that is, do you talk to your children that way? Do you talk to your friends that way? Do you look at your friend and say, really, you only ran 8 minutes instead of 10 minutes? What, are you a wuss? No, you don't say that. I doubt you would. You'd be like, 8 minutes? That's fantastic. You made it 8 minutes. Way to go. You'd be very encouraging. So I want you, whether you're interested or committed, to be okay with that and to talk to yourself like you would a dear friend. So if you're just interested and you say, I'm just going to hang out, I'm going to go to the Zooms, I'm going to try this a little bit, I want to see how it goes. Maybe a couple weeks in, you decide, this isn't really what I wanted. That's okay. It doesn't bother us. We get it. Maybe you take a couple weeks off and come back. You have 12 weeks in that first quarter. There's a lot of people that sign up with us and 3 weeks in say, I can't do this. And they send us an email and we cancel them at the end of the cycle. We just ask for you to commit or basically come in for 12 weeks. And what you do with that 12 weeks is totally up to you. We don't feel let down. We don't feel upset for it. We don't get mad at you. We aren't hurt by it. You have to be where you need to be. And maybe this go around, you are just interested. There are people that have been with us for years. There are people that were with us 3 years ago and are now coming back. And it's all up to where you are in your journey. So maybe you're just interested now and you'll be committed later. Maybe you're really committed right now, but then that's great. I want you to not beat yourself up if you don't hit every single one of your commitments. And don't think that you have to do every day, okay, she said the strength workout was 10 sets, 3 reps. I have to do it. No, maybe if you do it with really focused movement, you really are only able to do 1 set or 2 sets. And by the 3rd set, you can feel your form is breaking down. Then stop. That's the whole point of this, is to learn the movement correctly and not to reinforce bad habits. So when I ask you, are you interested or are you committed? Either answer is totally fine. And then whatever you're committed to, are you okay if you don't hit that? Are you going to beat yourself up? Or are you going to say, okay, didn't hit it, next job? How would you talk to your kid? How would you talk to your sibling? How would you talk to your friend if they had a commitment and they really wanted to do something and it just didn't work out that week? What would you say to them? And then I want you to say that to yourself. I want you to start speaking to yourself like you would a very dear friend, a child, or a parent, maybe even your parent, or how you would want your parent to speak to you. Okay, guys, we will talk to you next week.
Thank you for joining us on the RunnerX podcast. If you'd like to know more, join us at www.runnerx.fit. And if you have additional questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, email us at support@runnerx.fit.